Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play The Binding of Isaac Wrath of the Lamb edition. I'm going to play as Samson this time, but I'm a little bit confused about where I was in The Binding of Isaac, because it actually has been, for those of you who don't follow me on Twitter, it has been like a week since I last played this game, because I actually took a little bit of a vacation for myself. I mean, the purposes of this vacation were like eightfold. But let's talk about two big reasons. One big one was that I've basically just been working my ass off. Like June has been, or June was I guess, because this is now July. June was like a fantastic month for the channel, but it was also a month that constituted a whole lot of work. And I'm absolutely not complaining about that because I probably have what I consider to be like the perfect job for me, at least right now, as a 20-something slacker. But beyond that, like not only have I been working my ass off, so it was nice to have a little bit of a break, but I had a huge lead time with my Isaac videos, which was actually causing a little bit of a problem when I made mistakes in the game, which is something that, you know, if you followed my channel for any length of time, and really any length of time, like as little as 2 or 3 minutes probably, I make mistakes in my videos. So when people leave comments, they want those comments to actually be helpful for me, but then they see, oh, like, well, I made this comment 10 videos ago and he still hasn't looked at it. Obviously he just doesn't care. Man, should we look for the secret room here? I'll use one bomb to look for the secret room. Okay, basically what I'm trying to say is there was like a 2-week lead time on the Isaac video. So after like 1.3 came out, it took like 2 weeks, as we used. That was a really good Tammy's head, actually. It took like 2 weeks for those 1.3 videos to actually show up. So this vacation was like, okay, I'm gonna take a week off from recording. Because if I say I'm gonna take a week off and I don't go anywhere or do anything, I'm not gonna take a week off. I'm just gonna keep working. But now this Isaac lead time is vastly diminished. It's gonna be down to like a couple days. So hopefully in the future, when there are updates, then I will have those videos out ASAP rather than being like, okay, we're still playing like a 10-day-old version here. But in any case, it's all good. Everything has worked itself out. In case you were just listening and not watching, pretty bad set of items so far, I would say. For a spacebar item in the first treasure room, I got the Dead Sea Scrolls, which actually, you know, turned out to be a fairly useful version of Tammy's head there. I had no idea Tammy's head was so strong. It killed one of those Larry Juniors in maybe one hit, maybe it hit with 2 of those bullets, but anyway. And then my first boss item that I got was actually Cat of Nine Tails, which is basically just shot speed upgrade. I think, like, objectively, that's got to be one of those worst items in the game. Maybe not on the same level as, like, an Ipecac or, you know, occasionally number 1, which can actually hurt you more than help you. But it seems to be more or less, maybe not useless, but not that useful. That damage upgrade that we just got from that Tinted Rock is absolutely useful. Obviously, as Samson, we are trying to up our base damage as much as possible. That and our HP are our number 1 concerns. I'm just going to take out these grandfather flies. Beyond that, our base damage, once that becomes relatively good, because it's still, you know, ooh, 2 chests for a single bomb is a great trade. It's still not necessarily at the level where I would consider it very good, which kind of makes sense considering we're only, you know, halfway through the 2nd floor here. Let's take this pill. That's really useful, actually, especially with that heart drop that just conveniently happened right there. But yeah, once we get our base damage up and our health up, I think Samson's, you know, innate rage ability is going to be able to carry him through pretty solidly. So I'm trying to unlock, basically, still Platinum God, which every time the game updates gets further and further away for me, apparently. Oh, I don't have any keys. How are we? Let's take the safe way around, first things first. And then we'll deal with things down here. Excellent. I kind of thought that was going to happen. I don't know why. I just feel like the troll engine maybe is a little bit on my side today. Despite the fact that I have not, you know, really gotten great items so far. I think that this item room is going to turn it all around. Necronomicon, does it beat Dead Sea Scrolls? Yeah, I would say it beats Dead Sea Scrolls. So we'll be able to use this, not just, because the problem with Dead Sea Scrolls is that it's one of those items that I want to save. How did I miss that? It's one of these items that I want to save for the boss room only, whereas the Necronomicon, yes, I do want to save it for the boss room, but also I can use it on rooms where I'm, like, getting overwhelmed. And it may actually be more useful on rooms like that. Imagine there were, like, 8 or 9 of those dudes that shoot the little chubs out of their chests. This would be a very useful room for the Necronomicon to be used. But anyway, we've got Monstro here. Necronomicon didn't do too much, you know, why not pop the Devil card? Pretty useful when you're playing as Samson to get like a Book of Belial or a Devil card. Again, because your base damage is so goddamn low. So if you're fighting a boss like this that doesn't spawn other enemies for you to kill to build up your rage on, then having that extra boost in terms of your like default auto attack damage is That's fantastic. So we will just basically continue butt-fucking Monstro here. So far, so good. An HP upgrade and the opportunity to trade with the devil if it's Brimstone. Ooh, we can make some good things happen right here. I mean, we're very low on health now. We're playing very high risk, high reward here. We do have decent damage, and of course Brimstone is going to allow us to kill a lot of enemies on our way into the room. Like, we'll just walk into the room and kill like 4 enemies at once, provided my shot's okay. And if this is indeed the case, then what will happen is I will build rage like super quickly, because I will be obviously killing like 4 enemies right off the bat, so hopefully my base damage won't be as much of a problem. Anyway, we'll see. I would say right now, damage is a-okay, but I'm kind of probably struggling from a health standpoint, and despite the fact that I seem to have very, very, very good damage right now. Really, a bomb for a key? It's kind of a weak trade at this point. I absolutely need to find some way to replenish my health, so we'll be looking for, you know, Book of Revelations would obviously be the old standby. That was a really lucky bomb for the secret room, and, wow, even more luckily, we might even be able to go to the shop here and see what we got. Could be greed, who knows, but in any case, Book of Revelations, prayer card, Nun's Habit for half price is absolutely worth picking up. Don't think anything else here is particularly useful for me right now. Instead, I'll just save my money and head down to the next floor. But yeah, that worked out really well, actually. I'd say this floor has gone fantastically. Now, if I can get like a wafer, or, well, now that I have the Nun's Habit, the Necronomicon is going to be more useful as well. Of course, I mean, like, the Nun's Habit just automatically makes whatever spacebar item you have a whole lot more useful, unless it's something that recharges in a room anyway, or less than a room, like the candle, I suppose, is the best example of that. Possibly the only example of that. I'm not sure if there's any other examples of items that recharge within a room. Yeah, why not? We already paid for it, might as well open it. Tears up, I think this will decrease the charge up time for Brimstone. We may indeed go for that golden chest, but I'd like to make sure that I have enough bombs to do what I want to do. Bombs and keys, I guess, to do what I want to do on this floor regardless. Another key is not going to hurt. We got the Infestation, which causes flies to grow inside of us whenever we're hit, I think. This is an item that I don't particularly like. It's not terrible. I mean, especially, you know, now we've kind of got a situation where we are more powerful the more we get hit. If only we could get, like, the red patch trinket or something like that. I'm not even sure if that's one that helps us out, because I've forgotten what the red patch does. In fact, maybe I never even knew what the red patch did. But suffice it to say, hey, come on. Suffice it to say, Isaac's head, it's a decent trinket. Something like the... Let me try to think of what I'm thinking of. The wafer would be fantastic, because then when we got into later floors, we would take less damage when we got hit, and we would accrue like the same benefits. Like we could have a Necronomicon charge, we'd have some flies grow inside of us. I'm not sure if it's my headphones or the new updates for the game, but it seems like the game audio is like getting a little bit clippy on me right here. I'm hoping that it's something that doesn't show up in the video, but if it does, then it's not my fault, it is the game's fault. If it doesn't, then it is my headphones' fault, which doesn't surprise me, because these are like $2 Samsung headphones I got with my phone. So, we have Pestilence. We might as well use Necronomicon, because there's really no reason not to, I guess, even though it doesn't do that much against single-target foes. Pestilence, very nearly dead. We get a cube of meats, adding to our follower counts. And then we will continue to explore this floor, because, you know, as always, when you have an advantage, you want to make sure that you're pressing that as much as possible. If we don't get any more bombs or keys, I am absolutely not going to go for that golden chest that is still available, because I want to make sure that I maintain my bombs and keys, just in case. That was a bad miss right there. Just in case, you know, I come across more golden chests in the future, or I need those in order to get into an item room, or a secret room, or what have you. We may be able to go to the shop on this floor, provided I can find some more money. It's kind of close. You know, this isn't my first rodeo down here in this room. Another health upgrade pill would be fantastic. Tears down. Okay, well that makes up for our fire rate up, or tears up from that sad onion. I did take some damage there. Necronomicon recharge, but I'm going to save that. Potentially use it on the next floor. So I could, you know what, let's use a key to open the shop. If it's not a mini-boss. We got Bum Friend? I don't want that. I was going to say we could go down and get more money, because there was a lot of money that I abandoned in one of those rooms, but instead, I will stick with what I've got here. I bought a Spirit Heart. Don't need to buy Bomb Friend anymore, I would say. I will save my bombs, and we'll move onward. So I'm not sure how I feel about my chances so far. I feel like I could do really well, but I am just one item away. One very specific item that helps me increase my Spirit Heart. So Nail, Book of Revelations, Prayer Card. Any of these would, I'm not going to say guarantee me victory necessarily, but they would put me in a fantastic position. And of course, I mean, beyond that, I do also have to get the Polaroid, which has been kind of a piss off lately. I actually forgot about that until like literally 2 seconds before I said it. Thanks a lot, memory, for reminding me that there are occasionally frustrating things that happen in this version of The Binding of Isaac. But anyway, there we go. More keys is fantastic for me. Green dudes dying is also fantastic for me, and I kind of feel I'm superstitious on this floor. Oh god, I didn't think I was gonna make it. I'm superstitious on this floor. I think we'll find a Book of Revelations or a prayer card in the shop. That's close. This Brimstone Rage combination is really fantastic, actually. Like, I've taken some damage, so it's kind of hard for me to emphasize how well I've been doing lately, but things have been going pretty well since I've gotten it. Alright, so we have the fake Widow. I've forgotten his name. Don't even really want to use Necronomicon on him, but I guess I will. It does a little bit of damage. I gotta start using this less on bosses and more on like big rooms with a lot of enemies that I hate. Zombies, for example, is a good one. But anyway, there we go. We killed that enemy. We got another opportunity for a deal with the devil and a speed upgrade. Awesome. Let's see if maybe Krampus is here. Yeah. Fantastic. Pretty much what I was hoping for. I didn't think I took damage there, but I guess I did. It's all good because there I got 3 flies surrounding me. Nothing's gonna stand in my way again. Nearly dead. I've never really looked into. Well, whatever. There's our Necronomicon. I've never really looked into how Brimstone and Lump of Coal scale together. But you know, intuitively, you would think that they would work together. So let's hope that is indeed the case. I'm down to 1 heart, which means that I could potentially be killed by basically just a lot of random enemies that we might come across. I really can't believe, in terms of deal with the devil rooms, I've gotten fantastic items, basically just by way of that 1 Brimstone, of course. But in terms of like boss items and treasure rooms, I've gotten terrible items. Let's see what this one. Range upgrade, like totally useless. That really sucks, actually. If only I had the D6. This has been like a prime D6 run. I probably would have re-rolled absolutely everything that I've come across, except the Cube of Meat, because of course I can't, and the Brimstone, because of course I wouldn't. And the Nuns have it, I guess. Like, I feel like the game is not giving me any handouts, though. I'm a self-made man right now. Everything that's happening right now I've done for myself. Although I guess I did get that health upgrade pill, which is something that doesn't happen all that often. I want to go to the treasure room before we make any rash decisions about giving money to Judgment or going to the shop. Ooh, that could have been it right there. Bomb. Don't want to blow up that TNT in my face. So we never run into mini-bosses in the treasure room. It could be something I'm firing my laser? Really? Crazy. Just like terrible, terrible items all around. I don't need I'm firing my laser because I already have... I kind of expected that, honestly. Because I already have Brimstone, which is basically the same thing, but it just doesn't cost me any spacebar uses. Okay, we got the Steam sale, which is good. But I kind of want to... 2 bombs to visit Judgment? I kind of want to visit Judgment here and see if maybe he will give me some kind of awesome... That was close. Some kind of awesome, like, HP upgrade or something, or a Book of Revelations, or, the things that he does give. With Steam sale, I can kind of afford it, because... there you go, the ladder's not bad. I was going to say, with Steam sale, I can kind of afford it, because I don't need as much money to buy good items from the shop anymore. Still, though, this has not been an encouraging run so far. I mean, on the bright side, Brimstone, but on the... and Nuns have it, actually. And Necronomicon, all good items, but on the negative side... My health is unbelievably low right now. And just like, either I've been missing Tinted Rocks, like I'm off my game because I took a week off, or... I don't don't know what the other option is. Basically, the game's just been a total dick to me. Not giving me any tinted rocks, except for the one that gave me a damage upgrade. The more I talk, the more I'm like, maybe this run hasn't been so unfair. Oh, why didn't I just use the ladder there? Okay. Well, you know, we'll just call this a convenient time for me to shoehorn in the episode title. We'll just call this one Warm Up, because I'm, you know, back from the brink of paradise. Okay, so we got one Spirit Heart out of that. Right, Guppy's Paw, which we do want instead of the Necronomicon? I don't know. I'll use it to give myself an extra 3 Spirit Hearts right now, and then I'll pick up the Necronomicon again. And then, you know, we'll gauge it by the end of this floor. We'll see, maybe I'll have some extra hearts saved up. Oh, that was close. Maybe I'll have some extra hearts saved up or something. And I'll feel like I'm in a better position to have Guppy's Paw. Guppy's Paw is a great item. But I want to make sure I'm actually getting some use out of it. Yeah, we'll definitely take the compass. Don't really want to spend money on a key just yet. I can go fight the boss immediately. Of course, if I need to spend money on a key, I will. For now, 4 Spirit Hearts, I think, beats 1 Red Heart, 1 Spirit Heart. Although, whatever. I would rather use it here than on the boss. 3 Spirit Hearts, now we're getting into kind of a hairy situation. This dude should be pretty easy with my my suite of items right now, because I can shoot directly through him. Which is going to make this 100 times easier than it's been recently. Like, this guy, I think the first time I fought this boss, I had Brimstone or Mom's Knife or Technology 2 or something that went, like, right through him. So I was like, this boss is unbelievably easy. Every time I fought him since then, when I did not have an item that goes through his face, he's been a total sack of garbage. That was so easy. Alright, so we'll take our Tears upgrade as well as our health upgrade here. That's one of my favorite items to get from bosses now. And it drops fairly commonly, which is nice, so maybe we'll go back up here. Guppy's Paw. Do it again, why not, right? Give ourselves as many Spirit Hearts as possible. I'm gonna, if there's an arcade on this floor, oh, there isn't. I can look because I have the compass now. I was gonna say if there's an arcade on this floor, I would definitely, if it was within my power, try to get an HP upgrade as well. Because, of course, every HP upgrade equals 3 Spirit Heart upgrades. Who knows, though? Who knows? I'm happy. Oh, man, I need Necronomicon desperately. I'm happy with the upgrades that I have now. Like, 6 Spirit Hearts is better than where I was a little while ago, but I don't know, it's still very scary, I think. And I'm not feeling fantastic about my chances. More money, more hearts that I don't need. Robo Baby is a pretty solid item and is going to go well with Isaac's head. Demon Judgment wants to steal my health, which I have no interest in. Hit the... there we go. So we got Necronomicon recharge. We're basically just exploring the rest of the level. For shits and giggles at this point, I would really love... if we don't get anything to upgrade our health, like either a lot of health upgrade drops or a Book of Revelations prayer card, etc., etc., what I would want would be just a passive flying item. So we'll wait to pop that pill until it's safe. Why not pop Necronomicon on those guys? I hate those guys. So yeah, like a passive, like a Fate would be fantastic. Fate would be the ideal flying upgrade, I guess. Or Holy Grail would be fantastic as well, but I haven't seen that since... I don't know, I think since, like, they rebalanced the new items and the old items. What do we have here? Telepills is taking me to the item room. That's okay, saves me a little bit of a trip back, I guess. So then we come to this conclusion, or the situation. Should I keep Guppy's Paw, or should I keep the Necronomicon? I'm going to keep the Necronomicon. If I get extra red hearts upgrades at this point, that's fine, I'll take them. And they will make a nice addition to my Spirit Heart collection. But I can't rely on that, so I think I gotta stick with the Necronomicon, which is gonna save me from taking a lot of damage as we move onwards onto bigger and better things here. So we are on Necropolis Part 2. Gotta be careful here, because I'm gonna be fighting Mom. Oh god, how did I not even, like, it clipped through the screen or something. Just gotta focus for a second. That's pretty terrible damage. It's all good. There's an extra key for us. Another bomb down here. I guess I'll go treasure room. Shop. I will go to the shop, even though Will I fight Greed? Maybe not. We'll see. Maybe I'll fight a mini-boss before that. Like, the shop is almost, I'm not going to say my last hope, but it's one of the places where some of my last hopes lie, I feel. I think Game Kid may actually be better in this situation. Maybe? I think so. It's way better against bosses, so I'll hold on to that for that reason. Then let's make our way to the shop up here. The reason I think it's like one of my last hopes is because it's one of the places where I can buy health upgrade items like Book of Revelations prayer card. I mean, you don't need to say it for the 30th time. Of course, if we can get one of those, our chances are going to increase greatly. This is a bad set of drops there, but we might just run into a mini-boss. Super Greed, alright, so we'll eat his face off. Super Greed, why does he always show up in the worst possible opportunities? I think Brimstone might have done more damage than Game Kid. Of course I took damage there. So, things are starting to fall apart pretty gloriously here. Thank God we have all this money to spend on the arcade, I guess. We'll probably blow it all on the fortune teller trying to earn spirit hearts. And, oh God. And the Polaroid trinket as well, because remember, I mean, all this struggle is for naught if we never come across the Polaroid. Please choose a horizontal direction. There we go. That makes things easier, doesn't it? Alright, so we'll come down here. We can go to the mob trap room. It's the good thing about living in a, you know, spirit heart only type of diet, is that we never have to worry about the mob trap room not being open to us. It's the first time I've seen Fistula move in that way, like actually trying to actively get away. It's all good. I took more than one hit, which I did not expect, and somehow I did not get hit there, which is another thing that I definitely did not expect. HP upgrade, that's awesome. Sucks that we don't have Guppy's heart, or Guppy's paw, but it's okay. There is also, like, this is an administrative note at this point, but, like, I still have to get the achievement where I get all of the cat items, or, like, 3 of the cat items. So I am going to be actively looking for that whenever I see the opportunity. The problem is, there have probably been opportunities for me to get it, but I hate 9 lives so much that it has to be an unbelievably good situation for me to get it. Like, I have to already be unbelievably stacked up with respect to, like, good items. But anyway, you know, that's something that's gotta happen, so we'll do it. You got Tammy's head. Not a bad item, but kind of useless for us in the situation right now, because obviously we do have Nun's Habit, and Game Kid is a better item. I didn't get hit there. Let's not count our chickens before they hatch, though. Okay, we made it. We made it. Dare I use my last key to access this golden chest? I think so. Like, I think golden chests are basically, they're my treasure rooms now, because I don't have any other options with respect to treasure rooms. We got another key out of it anyway. No fortune teller in here, so I'm not even really sure what I'm looking for. We can kind of just come in here and then get the hell out, I guess. And we have reached the end of Necropolis Part 2. Feeling like I basically have no chance of victory. I should be able to beat Mom fairly easily. I should be able to go through the womb fairly easily because I do have the compass. Pretty much no chance of the cathedral happening. So we'll see. You know, I don't really know how this is gonna go, but we'll give it a shot. Anyway, I'll use Game Kid immediately. Get some hits in. It's not great, but the invincibility is kind of nice, I guess. Why was that facing the wrong way on that brimstone shot? That was very unusual. Perhaps human error. Perhaps. Just like maybe. Game Kid back again. I gotta get the nail. Nail plus Nun's Habit is just like the greatest combination in the history of the Binding of Isaac. Alright, that went fairly well. We got Mom's Crate, extra spirit heart, or box, I guess. I don't want to say Mom's box, though. Telepills, do we want those? Let's save those for when we go down to the next floor. Do we want... Yeah, let's take the goat hoof instead of Isaac's head. And the Emperor. Actually, we'll save the... Okay, we'll take telepills right now. And that's just going to take us out of here. I thought maybe it would take us to the I Am Error room, which would be worth it, but instead we're going to take the Emperor card down to the next floor now. And I guess we'll use that on the Cathedral, assuming that we get the Polaroid trinket by then, I guess would be what I would be aiming for. But otherwise, who knows, man? I don't really like the situation. This seems like the Womb XL to me. Yes, indeed it is. Well, you know what we can do here is just pop our Emperor card and immediately start fighting these bosses. So this should make life easier. I mean, if this was old Binding of Isaac, like pre 1.3, this would be a great strategy. In fact, if it was really old Isaac, we would just fight Mom's Heart at the end of this and beat the game because we are so intelligent. This is actually nice right here. They must have fixed it so that you get items from the first boss room on the Womb XL. And then we'll fight our second boss, I guess. Because we're here. Oh man, this is gonna leave me trapped in this room though, which kind of sucks. But honestly, like in the game, I haven't even had any opportunities to get the Polaroid yet. To make me do all this exploring just for the hope of accessing a Polaroid is really shitty. The problem I find with this version is that, again, I've said many times, hopefully this hasn't been included in the patch notes or something, I just look like an idiot now. I think it's a really bad decision for the game to change it so that you need the Polaroid in order to access the final level. Because now I feel like speedrun, the game is already luck-based, but this makes it so much more luck-based to even be able to finish it, which is not the way that, I don't know, it should be intended. Like, even if you were the greatest Binding of Isaac player in the world, your success in the game now hinges on your ability to find the Polaroid. Whereas before, there were probably people out there who could beat the game, you know, without picking up any items at all. I was not one of them. I bet those people exist, and now those people, you know, I just think it kind of sucks to add that much of a luck element into things. And I mean, the Polaroid doesn't drop infrequently, but it drops infrequently enough that it pisses you off. But anyway, I digress. We're going to beat Mom's Heart easily. We're going to go to the cathedral. Or, as I mentioned in another video, they should just make it so that the Polaroid is just like in a chest after you defeat Isaac or something, if that's what they want to do. Anyway, let's walk over that creep, which I think did not hurt me, actually, which was nice. I forgot that I wasn't flying for like the first time in 10 videos when I beat Mom's Heart. This up and move on. This is not the right way, is it? Try to use this rock for a little bit of cover. It's not really working. Ah, that actually works fairly well. Try exactly the same thing over here. Yes, I do believe that we're going the wrong way. I think I'm going to be able to beat Isaac here, which is going to be disappointing because I think the odds of me getting the Polaroid are pretty low at this point. Anyway. Super damage, but will allow us to kill these Lokis fairly easily. More or less. This GameCube got nerfed or something. It seemed a lot better before. Maybe the enemies are just harder now. Easy kill. And I find it really hard to believe that we may actually end up beating the cathedral in this run. I didn't think it was good enough. Beyond that, I didn't think I was good enough. I'm pretty rusty right now. Bad damage. It's okay. Death. Gonna become a pussycat in a second. Alright, well. Instead we'll just use the game kit. Get him trapped in the corner, ease brains. Oh, I should have gone for the horse, man. The horse is more of a pain in the ass, but I guess we'll hit it with like the brunt of a brimstone attack right here. Let's do the same thing down here. Do the same thing in the middle. I think I can only reliably do it like once every 2 passes that he does. You know what? We actually stand no chance of taking out Isaac now. I just noticed how much health I've lost for stupid reasons over the past like 2 rooms. No Polaroid, huh? I could have told you that. And let's make it happen, right? I'll save the game kit for when I end up in a really bad... I guess this is a really bad situation, isn't it? Because if we get hit one more time, we're just gonna die anyway. Alright. So, good night, cool world. Yep. Well, that sucks, but, you know, it was a good warm-up. Got all the way to Isaac. Bitched about not having the Polaroid. In any case, as always, thank you guys for watching, and I look forward to reading your comments, especially the civil, intelligent ones. Now that there is not a substantial lead time in the videos, and I can actually make use of the constructive criticism contained therein. But as always, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time.